Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in TikTok, welcome in FB and YouTube. Make sure I can see these comments. If you are just joining, drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me make sure I can see. Welcome in, welcome in. YouTube, hit the like, hit the thumbs up on the live stream when y'all come in. Trying to make sure I can see these comments over here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if y'all talking to me on FB, but I can't see the comments. But welcome in, everybody. Come on in. If you are just joining, hey, Sway first up in the chat. All right. Period. Welcome in, YouTube. Welcome in. Hit the thumbs up on the live stream for me, guys. If you're just joining, everybody drop your city. Let me know where you're tuning in from. His child said, waiting. I'm cracking up. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Hello, Histella. Who we got in the chat tonight? Who is this? Do you house vets or homeless? I house everyone that's homeless. Okay, there we go. Who is this? Belly North. Hey. Peace and blessings. Hey, Marvelous the Mac. Come on in. Welcome in YouTube. Welcome in TikTok and FB. I'm streaming on all of y'all tonight. So I'm showing a little everybody love. We got Buffalo, New York in the chat. We got Fort Wayne, Indiana. Okay. Who else we got in the building? We got Philly in the building. I got students out in Philly doing their biggest one. Hit that like button. Thank you, Sway. Talk to them. So yeah, YouTube, let's hit the likes up. It's about a few of us in here. So y'all hit the thumbs up for me. That push my video out into the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, I got students in Philly. I got students in New York, not quite Buffalo, but I have students in upstate New York. Hey, Michelle. Come on in. So welcome in, y'all. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Lane. I'm based in Atlanta, and I teach you guys how to get paid from housing the homeless through starting your own housing program. That's what I teach you guys. This is not a group home. This is not a personal care home. This is not an assisted living. This is independent housing. We got Glen Burnie, Maryland in the chat. We got North Carolina in the chat. Alabama, stand up. Period, Troy. I'm cracking up. Alabama in the chat tonight. Alabama in the chat tonight. Greetings. Who is that? L. Campbell. Welcome in. Onyx said, I bought your course already. Are you in the FB community, Onyx? Why I ain't see you in the FB group? Are you active in the community? Because I don't think so. I ain't never seen your name. Are you just trolling me tonight? Which one is it? What's your name on FB? What's your name on FB? We got Naptown. Y'all be throwing me off with that. Okay, Indianapolis. I didn't know what that was at first until somebody told me. We got Stone Mountain in the chat. I got one of my students in Stone Mountain too. I got a student out there in Stone Mountain. So we got Stone Mountain in the chat, Decatur in the building. IU champions. What's that? California in the building. All right, cut from a different cloth, period. Callie in the chat, y'all. The next in-person, I'm not going to say that, but welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We got Houston in the building. I bought the replay, but I'm not in the FB group yet. Why not, LaShanna? Why you ain't requested? Why you ain't requested? You got to. So for everybody that's in the chat, if you're already a student of mine, it comes with ongoing mentorship through the FB community. So make sure you guys are joining that group so you can get your questions answered. You can attend the free monthly events. And also, y'all, we have a free event. We have a free event this Friday. We're going to be talking all things business because we have other people inside our community. And that's the thing about it, y'all. We don't just talk about independent housing. Like, we talk about business, all things elevation. So we have students that do other businesses outside of just independent housing. Look us up, boo is major. Okay, period. So we have students, y'all, that have other businesses outside of housing. Like I know one of the girlies, she got a drug testing business. We got somebody else that does non-emergency transportation. We got people that have different type of agencies, home care agencies. So honestly, y'all, when you get into the community, you really join a team of winners. And that's why I tell y'all, when y'all invest in the replay, go join the community because we got so much more to offer than just housing at the end of the day. We really a community of winners, community of entrepreneurs that's really leveling up and impacting our community and building successful businesses. So that's what the difference is, y'all. But welcome into the chat tonight. That's what's up, networking. Yes, heavy on that. We really like one big family, honestly. We really like one big family. We want to see everybody win. So, yes. So, welcome to the chat tonight. If this is your first time seeing me on live, drop a one in the chat. Alexis said, please come to Michigan. Alexis, I don't think I got too much demand out there in Michigan. I don't think I do. Who that? Sydney said, love this. Thank you. All right, we got some new people in the chat. We got some new people in the chat. All right, all right. We got some ones. You do? I don't know. Do I have demand in Michigan, y'all? Is there anybody in the chat in Michigan? YouTube, let's hit the thumbs up on the live stream. Why is it only 8 likes and there's so many of y'all? Hey Mia, I don't understand what's going on tonight in YouTube world. They just sitting here not participating tonight. Are you coming back to I can fund some girls? Alexis, what you mean you could fund some girls? Hey, Mr. Kelly Cole. Alexis, what you mean by you could fund some girls? Who is that? Delantris said, it's too many people asking me questions. They need you, LOL. What you mean? What you mean people asking you questions? You in Michigan? Yeah, so I don't know what my demand is like out there, y'all. Chicago. I got students out there in Chicago and the Indiana part of the country too. So yeah, I don't know. But listen, I know everybody want me to come to their city, but the next stop is Tampa, y'all. Tampa is gonna be March 28th. We're gonna be building housing programs by the water. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a vibe. And then for the VIP, we're gonna be on the yacht afterwards. So it's gonna be lit. So if you're not at the Tampa event, I hate that for you. But we really, honestly, y'all, every event we always do something better than the last event. So if you ain't a part, I hate that for you. But yes, hey, when is the next FB meeting? I have to sign up. So the next meeting, the next independent housing meetup is gonna be February the 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for everybody, Key Nick said, "Fund me, Alexis. Alexis, where are you located? She on TikTok. Alexis. Oh, she said fine. Oh, listen, she got the typo. You can't be talking about fun. You know, everybody looking for some funding out here. Everybody looking for some funding out here. You can't type that too quick. Demand for housing in Alabama. There's absolutely a need for housing in Alabama for sure. I got students out there in Alabama doing great in this field. So yeah. For sure. Honestly, y'all, when y'all ask me, can I do this in this city? Can I do this in this city? There's homelessness everywhere, y'all. So if there's a homeless population in your area, in your state, yes, you can do this. This is not just limited to one part of the country in the United States. Like if there's homeless shelters around you, if there's people that's sleeping on the streets, y'all, yes, you can do this. Absolutely. And that's the beauty of this business. Like you don't just have to be in a major city like Atlanta or Charlotte, even in these rural areas there is still a big demand for housing out there. So when y'all be asking me, do I have to be on a bus line? No, you don't. A lot of these people, they find a way to get to where they need to be. They find a way to get to where they need to be. How about Massachusetts? Is there a need for Massachusetts? Yes. Absolutely. If there's homelessness in Massachusetts, you definitely could do this in Massachusetts. So, yes. So, YouTube, let's hit the thumbs up button. Let's hit the thumbs up. But I wanted to come on here tonight to kind of educate y'all for the ones that don't know or you're new to me. I teach you guys how to get paid from housing the homeless through starting your own housing program. Anybody can start a housing program, y'all. This is not a group home. This is not a personal care home. This is not an assisted living. So, what does that mean? That means you don't need to be licensed to do this. You don't have to go through zoning. You don't need to be certified. You don't have to have 24-hour care in the homes. You don't have to do any type of crazy things. Listen, as long as you got a business mindset and a heart to want to help people, you can set these up, y'all. Anybody can set these up. And then some people, they be like, well, what's the housing program? What's the housing program? That's the term that I use, y'all. I like that term because we offer safe and structured living. So the way I teach you guys, think of it like an Airbnb. So, when you go stay at an Airbnb, right, they have house rules. So you can't just go in that person's house. You can't just go in that person's house and start throwing parties, and you can't be bringing extra guests that's not on the reservation, because some people will have you escorted off the property. And it's kind of the same concept with our housing program. So, in order for the individual or the participant to stay in our home or in our program, they have to follow the rules and they have to pay on time. So, that's what the difference is. These are not tenants, y'all. So, y'all got to get out of that landlord mindset. We are not nobody's landlord, and these are not our tenants. So that's what the difference is. We're not giving out leases, y'all. So if you thinking, oh, what happened if I got to evict somebody? I've never evicted nobody in all my life, and I've been doing this business since 2021, officially. And I ain't never had to evict nobody, y'all. It's about the language you use and how you structure your program. So that's what the difference is. Hey, Bridget, I have a 3-bedroom rental house. I was told that only 5 unrelated people can stay under one roof. Where are you located? Where are you located, Mika? So that's what the difference is, y'all. We're only providing housing only. We're not giving these people any care. We're not giving these people 3 meals a day. We're not bathing nobody up. We're not changing no diapers. What else? We're not giving out medication. So that's what the difference is. We're only housing high functioning, independent people, y'all. That's the criteria for the individuals to come into our program. They have to be high functioning and independent. So let me tell you guys the type of demographics that we can house and we can serve. So I serve veterans, I serve seniors, I serve people that's disabled but can still live independently. I serve people that's coming home from jail or prison. And I also serve people that are working, just regular working class people. So those are the different type of people that you guys can house. February 8th. No, it's gonna be February. So our next virtual meetup is February the 8th, yeah. No, February the 5th. Why? You done threw me off. It's February 5th. It's a Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're gonna and the link is posted inside the FB community. YouTube, let's hit the likes up. It's only 19 likes, and there's way more than 19 of us in the chat. So let's hit the thumbs up on the stream, guys. I'm in Tennessee, and it says I can only house 3-4 unrelated people. Well, it's people doing this in Tennessee, Glowbug. You need to find you the right mentor. Who's your mentor, Glowbug? Who did you learn from? Because listen, y'all, I'm not going to listen. Y'all not risk takers enough for me. Y'all are not risk takers enough for me. Don't put me on my tangent with y'all. Y'all not real entrepreneurs. Y'all not real risk takers. Cause y'all let any little thing stop y'all. For real, for real. Wait, where are you located, Mika? Everybody say it's the law for their zone. Oh, you in Decatur? Oh, get out of here. I got so many people with houses in Decatur, it's not even funny. So I don't know who told you that, but it's plenty of independent housing programs in Decatur that's doing well and up and running. So I don't know what to tell you about that, but yeah, that's why you want to invest in the right mentor, which is somebody like myself that's in this business and that knows the ins and outs. I'm based in Atlanta. I got houses all throughout Metro Atlanta. So that's why I tell y'all, learn from people that's really doing this business in real life, and you can go very far. Can you show me how to do this? What are the nations? Absolutely. I'm the best person to teach you. Absolutely. Do you have to own the home? No, y'all. So this is strictly if you don't have access to property. So I know we have some homeowners in the chat. We have some people that are private landlords. You can, if that's the case for you, you can use the house that you own. But when I first got started in this business, y'all, I had to rent. And I still rent to this day. There's nothing wrong with renting, but I rent with permission. I rent with permission. So I teach you guys how to get a yes from the landlord, because as long as the landlord give you permission to sublease their home to run your program, you're fine. There's nothing illegal about offering safe housing for individuals in need. We're not doing anything illegal. We're not doing. Are you a student of mine? If you're a student of mine, Mika, you should ask your questions inside the FB community, because yeah, that's not the place to, yeah. Roughly how much for each bed in Georgia? It just depends on the demographic that you house. So in Georgia, in Metro Atlanta, my bed price is 750 a month. So I get paid a minimum of 750. However, I do have some people that pay me 1,000 a bed, and I have some people that pay me 1,200. It just depends on the individual. So that's why I don't tell y'all one set price for it. Just depends on the people. And it's another thing, y'all. A lot of people that I house, they are low income. Oh, I don't know. Which video? So a lot of people that I house, y'all, they are low income. They're low income. So what does that mean? They only get a certain amount of money per month. So in Georgia, a lot of my people, the most they get is $943 a month. So being that they only get 943, y'all, my bed price for them is 750. So that 750 includes their utilities, it includes fully furnished, and everything is there for them. The only thing that they need to bring is their clothes. Crystal said, "Do you offer paperwork?" So yeah, Crystal, if you get my bundle, the replay and the paperwork is in there together. So that's the best bang for your buck. Dan Tapper said, "God bless you. You are helping and blessing others." Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hold on, y'all. Turn my volume up. But yeah, so honestly, there is no one size fit all bed price. And then some of my students that are in Georgia, that are in like the countryer areas, that's not as expensive, they could charge anywhere between 650 a bed or less. So it just depends on, it's different. There's different factors that you got to take in place when it comes to pricing. But in my replay, I break down how to properly price your bed as well. So what do you prefer? Do you do marketing? What do you prefer do for marketing that gets results? Fast email marketing, cold call, or in person to talk to case workers to get referrals? When you build a new business, you got to try everything. Honestly, you can't just stop at one thing. You got to do everything to get your business out into the community. So I would say that. That's a good pricing. A 3-bedroom in California is 4,500. Oh yeah, California is higher, so they bed price would be a little bit higher. They bed price would be a little bit higher in California. So yeah, you just adjust it to your market, but everybody is different. So like I know some of my students that are in upstate New York, like they bed price might be 850 and 950 per bed. It just depends. It just depends. So like I said, if you got somebody that's only getting $943, do you think that they're going to be able to pay $1,200 per bed? I know it's a lot of cap on the internet of people telling y'all, oh, you can get 1,200 per bed, 1,200 per bed, but make it make sense. You think somebody that's only getting 943 a month is going to sit here and pay 1,200, and then y'all be so tunnel vision on the money on 1,200 per bed, y'all going to skip over the 750 person because you trying to get 1,200, and now you sitting there looking stupid with your beds empty. Y'all got to make it make sense and open your minds up. Stop chasing money so much. Stop chasing money so much and worry about providing safe and structured housing to these people that's in need. When you do right by people and you provide a good service, the money is going to come. And what's that good service? Providing them with a safe living environment. It's comfortable, it's clean. People is not in there getting high. People not in there selling their body. That's what you need to focus on as a housing provider. Not sitting here trying to get the top dollar for the bed. Y'all come into it with the wrong mindset. And that's why I be having to unlearn y'all. It's not all about money. When you create impact and you make a difference in somebody's life, the money is going to come. Always. So Be more focused on the money. And I tell people when you first getting started, be flexible on your bed price. Yes, you might set your bed price at 850, but if the person can only afford 650, work with them until you get some people in your house. So y'all got to be realistic and run a business. We in the business to make money and run a business. So you're going to sit here and turn down a 650 client because you talking about your price is 1200 and you ain't got nobody in your house? Make it make sense. OMG, I can't wait to meet you. I'm cracking up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all don't be thinking straight. Y'all get on this internet and hear people telling y'all they makes 500K a year. Y'all be sitting there calculating. No, that's not how it works. You got to build your way up. Everybody not going to start like that. Gail said, "You awesome. Thank you." So I try to put things in perspective for y'all. One thing about me, I'm going to always keep it real with you. Yes, I'm here to sell y'all something, but I'm going to still give y'all the ins and outs and I'm going to still give you the best bang for your buck. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Because honestly, y'all, I make money on the back end. Whether you buy my course or not, I'm still making money. I have real businesses in real life. I don't have to get on here and put on an image like I'm not having real motion in real life. When these cameras turn off, y'all, I'm really that girl. I'm still that girl in real life. I know I'm that girl on the internet, but even when these cameras turn off, I'm still that girl. So that's why I get on here. I be real, I be authentic with y'all. I'm a Leo. Cause it never gave. I gotta put on the image to sell anything. And I can't do that, y'all. I listen. The last thing I need is somebody calling me a scam. Ain't nothing ever gave scam over here. I keep it too real with y'all. And I almost tell y'all too much information. Even like with the content that I post on my page, they be eating me up in the comments. Oh, how you gonna post this online? This is unprofessional. But I try to show y'all all sides of the business. Even when I have to kick people out the house, y'all, even when I have to do house meetings when things is going wrong, even when I have to like de-escalate situations, I be posting that online for content. And it's not because I'm trying to be shady, it's because I like to show all sides of the business. So that's what the difference is. People get on here and tell me, oh, you unprofessional. Go sit down. Half of y'all don't even know how to run a business in real life. And you want to sit up here and criticize the next person. For what? How about you get some motion in your life and you focus on your business while you trying to critique the next business owner? Y'all got me in my bag tonight. Leo Nation, me too. Love you, girl. Period. We got Leos in the chat. Yeah, helping people. Don't have a spirit of greed. Talk to them. YouTube, let's hit the thumbs up if you enjoying the content tonight. Hit the thumbs up on my live stream. It helps gets me boosted out into the YouTube algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hit skip on the ads, y'all. We monetize on YouTube, so just hit skip and come back to me. But yeah, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. It's right underneath this video. Hey, Lady K. So yeah, people be so quick to critique the next person that's doing something with their life and they ain't got no motion. How do you create the curtains for a bit of privacy for the participants? So in my Amazon storefront, I list everything that I use. And it's something that you can buy off of Amazon. You have to put it on the wall and it's like a wire. And then you just put the curtain hooks and then you can. So that's what I use. It's in my Amazon storefront. Chanel says, speak. Look, talk to him. So for everybody that's in the chat, if you've ever had desire to get paid from housing veterans, seniors, people that are disabled, people that's transitioning from prison or jail in need of a safe place to call home, you need to be considering starting you a housing program. So what is a housing program? Some people may call it independent housing. I like to call it independent housing. Some people may call it independent living. Some people may call it co-living, shared housing. What else? Halfway house, sober living. It's kind of all the same concept, but the key is that we are not providing any care or any services to these individuals. We are only providing safe and structured housing. Safe and structured housing. So what is structured housing? That means there's rules, y'all. They're not about to come in here doing what they want to do, bringing visitors in the house. So no, in order for them to be a part of the program, they have to abide by a certain set of rules. So I've been doing this since 2022, honestly 2021, but 2022 is when I started taking it real more serious. So I've been doing it officially since 2021, and I have a total of 6 houses and 49 beds. So I teach you guys how to get paid by the bed. These are not private rooms. These are shared rooms. So we get a minimum of 2 individuals to share one room. Pablo said, could I do it with a criminal background? Absolutely. Listen, y'all, what I love about this business is that you can even be a felon and start a housing program. One of my top students, y'all, she's a felon and she got 3 houses right now that she rents, and all of her homes are filled. So there are no limitations in this business. Like I told you, the only requirement is a business mind, and a heart to really want to help people. And you can run it up and you can thrive and you can do well in this field, because that's really all there is to it. You don't have to be certified, you don't have to get a degree, you don't have to be licensed. You don't. So that's why I teach you guys. I'm gonna tell you what this is not. This is not a group home. This is not a personal care home, and this is not an assisted living. So what does that mean? That means you don't have to be licensed to do this. Because we're not providing any care. We're not giving out 3 meals a day. The people that we house can take care of their own food. We're not giving out medications. They can take their own meds by themselves, and we're not bathing nobody up. So that's what the difference is. That's why you don't need to go to zoning and say, hey, do I have permission to house these 3 unrelated individuals? Like, what are you doing that for? For what? Before I started this business, Shaw, I was doing Airbnb. I was doing Airbnb. And let me tell you this, I didn't call no city and ask for no permission to set my Airbnb up. I went and got me an apartment, decorated, and started making my money in peace. Same concept. Ain't nobody bother me. It's the same concept. We not sitting here. Now, if you trying to run you a little nursing home, you trying to run you a group home without being licensed, now you got a case on your hands. I don't teach y'all that. I don't teach y'all that nonsense. I teach you guys to stay in your lane, offer housing only, and provide safe and structured living to these individuals that's in need. Now, who are these individuals that's in need, y'all? So we serve the homeless population, right? Now, when y'all hear homeless, y'all be quick to think that a person don't have no money. But the homeless individuals that I house and that I teach you guys to house, they have guaranteed money. So, what is guaranteed money? A lot of them receive Social Security, disability, VA benefits, and some of them even, retirement, and some of them even work jobs. So, we are only housing individuals that have income, y'all. We're not taking nobody for free. That's why you don't need no grants to start this up. If anybody telling you that you need a grant to get started, they lying to you. I've been doing this since 2021 with no grants, y'all. So they can get that out of here. That's nothing but a marketing gimmick. That ain't nothing but a gimmick to get some money. You don't need a grant to do this business. You don't need no grants, y'all. The people we house have their own money. They pay us direct. So what would you need a grant for if the people that we house gonna give us money from their money? You don't. So that's what the difference is. So I teach you guys how to go into your communities and find these homeless individuals that have guaranteed income. So when y'all hear homeless, y'all be quick to think about the people that's on the street corners with the sign like this. Those is not the homeless people that I house, y'all. Those are not the homeless people I teach you guys to house. Now that population right there, that population is very unsafe. I teach you guys to go after seniors, veterans, people that's transitioning from jail or prison that are in need of a safe place to call home. I teach you guys to go after people that's disabled. So those are the type of individuals that we house in. Tell them, Lane, it works. Look, talk to them. Talk to them. It works. And we have people that's in our community that's up and running, doing their biggest one. And yes, y'all, there are grown independent adults that will share a room with another independent adult because they have no other choice. So I teach you guys how to find these individuals in your community that are in need of safe housing that have guaranteed income. That's what the difference is. So we're not taking nobody for free. And this is another thing, y'all. We are not a nonprofit. We are a for-profit. This is not no charity. We have to get paid for what we do. We have to get paid for what we do. So I teach you, and this is a completely private pay model. So what does private pay mean, y'all? Private pay means that we don't get funding through the state. We don't get funding through insurance. We don't get funding through any grants because the people that we house, they pay us directly. So when you got to bypass all of that, you don't need to worry about that stuff, y'all. The people we serve have their own money and they pay you every single month. She goes by Cece said, aren't you worried about squatting? I've never had to deal with a squatter. Listen, y'all, I've been doing this business since 2021. Nobody has ever squatted in any of my houses. I got 6 homes, 49 beds. I'm not telling y'all what I think. I'm telling y'all what I know. That's why you need to learn from the right mentor, which is myself. I'm gonna walk you from A to Z. I'm gonna walk you from A to Z. Now, if you got squatters, it's something that you ain't do right and you ain't follow the blueprint, because I've never had to deal with squatters. Even my students, we don't deal with squatters. When I tell somebody to leave, and that they terminated, they're gone. Simple as that. They leave willingly. Now, when y'all out here trying to rent these private rooms and do all that crazy stuff, you're gonna have squatters. Absolutely. So that's why I don't teach you guys private rooms. But y'all want to get on here and put your room on Facebook Marketplace and all that crazy stuff. I don't teach y'all that. I teach y'all how to go into the community, build relationships so you can fill your beds with people that are willing to share a room. Yes. And listen, it's going to be very hard for somebody to try to squat in a shared room. You're going to have another thing coming. Ain't nobody trying to listen, y'all. Ain't nobody trying to squat in no shared room. Hey, Casey. Ain't nobody trying to squat in no shared room, y'all. Like, be so for real. Ain't nobody doing that. So that's why I teach you the demographic to go after. You ain't got to worry about this. Y'all think about them private room people. We don't house that demographic. I don't teach you guys to go after private rooms and travel nurses and all of them people that's so entitled. No. And I barely house working people, y'all. The only people that's squatting is these working people. These working class people, I would stay away from them. I only love the people that get them checks, y'all. Hey, Barbara. I love the people that get them checks, y'all, because let me tell you what, they money come every single month like clockwork. And I ain't got to chase them down for no check. They calling me. I got your money. I got your money. Like, listen, y'all got to follow the blueprint and invest in a good mentor. How much is your mentorship? So I offer a bundle that walks you from A to Z and a replay as well. So all of that is linked in my bio. But yes, hi Lane, how long did you have your first house before it's completely filled? I would say I probably filled it within 60 days, but I was taking my time, honestly. But I got my first person in like 2 weeks. I got my first person in like 2 weeks. And this is another thing. Listen, y'all, you don't have to be, your house does not have to be filled for you to be successful in this business. So get that out your head, okay? The way I teach my students, all you need is 2 to 3 people to cover your rent and your utilities. As a business owner, some businesses never see profit until 2, 3 years later. Y'all be so on the rat race to fill the house out. You don't have to be in a rush. Everybody can go on their own pace. Your main concern is to making sure you don't got to come out of pocket for the rent and you don't have to come out of pocket for the utilities. The people in the house is going to pay for that. So that should be your main concern. Do your calculations to see, okay, how many people, how many beds do I need to fill to make sure I don't got to come out of pocket for rent and bills this month? That's your number one concern, not trying to fill the house up right away. You could take your time, so don't stress yourself out. That's what I tell my students. When you get into this business, don't stress yourself out and feel like a failure if your house is not filled in 30 days. As long as you ain't got to come out of pocket for rent and utilities, you're doing great. You're doing great. Some people be coming out of their pocket for months, y'all, because they don't do no marketing right. So that's what the difference is. That's what the difference is. That's why I need to invest in a good mentor, which is myself, and learn the blueprint in real life. Cause it's to the top for me and my students. Me and my community is winning in real life. All of my community, even somebody just posted in the group today, y'all. Let me see. I screenshotted her. Let me see. We just had a testimony today inside the group. She said, hold on, what she said? She said, good morning, family. I just got 2 properties and I just started 2 weeks ago. She said, God is so good. It can be done, y'all. Thank you, Lane. Your replay rocks. These are real life testimonies, y'all, from my student. She just took the replay 2 weeks and she already getting yeses from landlords. So when y'all be like, how do we find a house? How do we do this? Listen, y'all, these landlords be throwing houses at me in real life. They be throwing them at me. They be chasing me down. Can you take a look at this property over here? Can you see if this is a good fit for the program? I like, just relax. I said, I'm gonna slide it by my team, see if it works for us, and I'll get back with you. I gotta make them wait. Never be too thirsty, never be too desperate with these landlords, because You're gonna get a yes. How do you get them to pay with the money they get? Heard some of these veterans don't pay out of their check. Crazy. Who is that? Listen, Nate, all my veterans pay me. I don't play that. Honestly, veterans are the best. I've never had a veteran not pay me. So who told you that? Where you hear that from? Where you hear that from? I've never had a veteran that not pay me. If anything, the only people that try to skate and not pay is them working people. That's why I tell y'all to stay away from the working class. Listen, y'all, out of all 49 of my beds, right? Only three of them work. Only three of them work jobs. Everybody else gets a guaranteed check. And one of my veterans, Mr. Randy, he done pay his rent up. He paid his rent up like 6 months in advance. Them veterans do not play. All right. I've been answering your question, so I don't understand what this is, but I'm just gonna block you because you're being weird tonight. People are just so weird. I'm sitting here answering this girl's question, and she gonna say maybe you don't want to answer my questions. Now you're a troll at this point. Goodbye. Anyways, all right. Shout out to YouTube. YouTube is 50 of us in the chat. Y'all hit the thumbs up for me on the stream, y'all. Okay, let's get to some of y'all questions. Do you do relationships in one room? You mean like couples? Oh no, I don't house couples, y'all. However, I do have some business partners that do house couples. So if you want to house couples, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. But me personally, because I don't need nobody saying, oh, so and so messing with my girl. They looked at my girl. Anything that could bring drama into my house, y'all, I would just prevent it. And I've been doing this business so long, I've been almost in every situation you could imagine. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't do it, because I could just see something going down. Pray for them. But yeah, they listen. If she on the block list now, so she gonna have to come back on the fake page. Yeah, we ain't got no time today for no trolls. I'm sitting here answering this girl. I answered like three of her questions, and she still want to sit here and be weird. Hey, Tequila. But yeah, when it comes to relationships, y'all, if you want to house couples, that's completely up to you. However, I do know some people that house couples and it works for them. But me personally, I just wouldn't want to be bothered. Y'all, I run a strict program in real life, and I'm very zero tolerance for nonsense and BS. So any little complaint, if you doing something too, I'm gonna just get rid of you. I don't tolerate that. But that's why I tell y'all, try it for yourself. See if you like it with a couple. It might work out for you. But when I got started in the beginning, when I very first started, I housed a couple, I housed a family. I think where I messed up at is they were kind of young. So they was in their 30s. So it was a mom, it was a dad, and then they had two babies. When I tell you they was in there fighting every other week, I had to get rid of them. They had to leave. It was just too toxic. So that's why I wouldn't, maybe if I could do it over again, if I do house couples, it would have to be like old people, not no young fighting every calling the police. It was just too much, y'all. You gotta think of the worst that could happen. Me, I'm certain I do not want couples. Yeah, stay away from them problems. I promise y'all don't want those problems. I promise you don't. Couples is not worth it. But when it did come to couples, I charge everybody by the bed. So whether you both, nobody paying one price, everybody paying by the bed. So if my rate is 750, guess what? Everybody paying 750. I'm not sitting here giving y'all no discounts. Give me my money. Give me my money up front. I'm not sitting here playing with them. Absolutely not. God's servant said, will you help your students in finding clients? God's servant, my replay walks you from A to Z, how to do everything yourself. Listen, y'all, I'm not the teacher that's going to sit here and do things for you. That does not benefit you as an individual. I teach you how to fish. I don't feed you. I teach you how to fish. I teach you how to go out there on your own, build a program, build something impactful that you can be proud of, make a difference in your community, and become financially free and make money for yourself. That's what I teach you guys. If you're not willing to put in the work and build a business for yourself, this ain't for you. You got to put the work in. The information is on me. The execution is on you. If you're not willing to go out there and build something for yourself, I can't build your dream. I'm busy building my own dream. I'm only here to show y'all what's possible for y'all and guide you to your direction. I can't do it for you. I got my own mission. I got my own stuff I'm doing, y'all. I'm just here to educate. I'm here to be a guide and show you how you can become financially free the same way I'm financially free. I don't have to clock in for nobody because I put in the work. I stayed down for my come up. I went and built something that I could be proud of. And now I don't have to work for nobody else. I live the life of my dreams. Now, for a living, I get to build businesses. I get to make my dreams come a reality and build businesses and that I'm proud of. And that's why I get on here and teach y'all how you can have this for yourself. Everybody should want to be free. Financial freedom, time freedom. That's what I'm here to show y'all. You should want more for yourself. You should want a better life for yourself. And nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. Ain't no man give me this lifestyle, y'all. My business gave me this lifestyle. I earned this. I earned this. I built this. So that's what I teach you guys, how to be self-sufficient for yourself. I promise you, it makes a difference. And can't nobody take it from you. Can't nobody take it from you. Once you know how to build something, can't nobody tell you nothing because you know how to go out there and get it on your own. So I don't give you clients. I teach you how to get your own. That's what the difference is. A lot of people, and I did a live stream yesterday, y'all, talking about the mistakes that I see in this business when it comes to independent housing. The biggest mistake that I see that y'all make is y'all think that somebody's supposed to be sending y'all clients. Y'all say, oh, I started my housing program. Please send me referrals. What? If you don't go out there and get in the field, ain't nobody owe you nothing. What I look like sending you a client and I'm trying to keep my houses filled? You think no. That's why I teach you guys how to go out there and get it for yourself. Nobody owe you nothing. And why would you want to give somebody that? Why would you want to give somebody that much power over your business that if they leave and your source is dried up, you don't know how to go out there and get clients for yourself? You don't know how to go out there and fill beds for yourself. So now when this person leave or they take their business elsewhere, you stuck with an empty bed and an empty house and you looking crazy. Make it make sense. That's the biggest mistake y'all see. Just because y'all see something on social media, y'all sitting here thinking that, oh, let me set it up and have somebody fill it up for me. That's not how life works. Learn how to get your own fish. Learn how to feed yourself. We are entrepreneurs, y'all. This is not school no more. This is not school. You have to be a self-starter. You have to be self-sufficient. If not, you will starve. Simple as that. So that's why I teach you guys in my replay how to build something for yourself. Yes, I built my own housing program. That's why I get on here and I teach you guys what's possible for you. You can create this in your city and your state. Homelessness is everywhere. Homelessness is everywhere, y'all. Not just in major cities like Atlanta and Charlotte. I got students that's up and running all across the U.S. Louisiana, Florida, Cali, Delaware, PA, New York. I got students everywhere, Michigan. So you can't sit here and tell me that you can't do this. You can even be a felon. I got students that got backgrounds in felonies. Ain't nothing stopping you. I don't want to hear none of y'all excuses in this chat. None of y'all. It ain't no excuse. We got felons out here getting to the bag and helping their community. We got people that's not even college educated. You ain't even got to be high school educated. It don't take all of that, y'all. But y'all don't want to invest in yourselves. Y'all don't want to learn the material and you don't want to put the work in. This is not a get rich quick scheme. That's why I don't bait y'all with numbers. I don't lead y'all with, oh, you want to get $1,200 per bed? Oh, you want to make $500K a year? I don't bait y'all with that. You got to be willing to put in the work for this. Yes, it's very fulfilling. Yes, it is very extremely rewarding because I make good money a month, y'all. But I don't lead y'all with that because everybody's not going to be built for this. Everybody is not. Sammy said, I'm not gonna lie, you giving me a lot of motivation right now. I'm just in my flow state. I'm just in my flow state and going off on a tangent. But yeah, I don't like stuff like that. Nobody coming to save you. You got to go out there and get it yourself. Stop thinking somebody's gonna help you build your business. Ain't nobody gonna care for your business like you care for your business. So that's what y'all gotta realize and be realistic with yourself. You said Lane getting that part. So yeah, y'all just y'all just be taking stuff on the internet and thinking it's sweet. Yes, it's sweet, but not all the way sweet. You gotta use some common sense, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all every single time. So if you're in the chat, oh snap, I ain't got my charger. So if you're in the chat and you ever had desire to get paid from housing the homeless, start you a housing program. When I tell y'all it's so, there's nothing more fulfilling knowing that I get paid for my purpose and I don't even have to do much. I'm just creating a safe and structured living environment for these people to call home. I don't got to be at the houses every day. I don't. Should we seek property management companies or property owners? I say you should seek whoever gives you a yes. So whoever is going to give you a yes to run your housing program, that's who you go with for sure. So Nate James said, love the passion. Yo, I'm a passionate person. People call me mean, but I don't care. You can call me mean. I like being mean. I say I'm not nice, I'm kind. So yeah. If you want to call me mean, that's fine. I just zero tolerance and I don't do the BS. So people don't like that. People don't like when you got boundaries. So they call it mean. So I don't know. Wait till I get my money right. I'm cracking up. Listen, y'all, we do have payment plans. We got the Klarna and the Afterpay. So if you do want to do the payment plan, you absolutely can as well. So yes, Detterville said that speech. Listen, y'all, that's what y'all come here for every night. Y'all come here to hear me go off on y'all every single night. I think y'all like that. Y'all like when I be going off on y'all for real, because that's the only time y'all listen. When I be nice, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. It go in one ear, out the other. Now, when I come and give it to y'all raw, y'all be all ears. Y'all love when I get y'all together for real, for real. Do you have students in Connecticut? I think I do. I think I have. Yeah, I have students in Connecticut. Uh, Sway said, "I need this." Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Absolutely. Keep doing you. Love it. Love it. Be real. That part, Lisa. That part. Yes. So for everybody that's in the chat, if you've ever had desire to get paid from housing the homeless, start you a housing program. Stop starting up these group homes. Group homes, the day of starting group homes is over with. We not doing that no more. Ain't nobody starting up group homes no more. Ain't nobody starting up personal care homes no more. Ain't nobody starting up assisted livings no more. Why? Because that's so much red tape. And nobody got no 40K sitting in the bank to go and get a sprinkler system. Nobody's doing that. That's not realistic for a lot of people. So that's why we're starting up independent housing programs. Some people call it independent living, some people call it co-living. It's all the same concept, y'all. We are only providing safe and structured living environments. I don't know you, but I love you and I can't wait to learn everything from you. Shout out to you, Tamika. I'm cracking up. I love y'all too. Shout out to y'all for showing me love and being in the chat tonight. YouTube, it's 60 of us in the chat. Y'all hit the thumbs up for me, please. Get the likes up on the live stream. That boosts me out in the algorithm. If you on my other platforms, make sure you go subscribe to my YT. It's Lane Lavish over there. So yes. Are any students in Arkansas? We have two people in Arkansas. You're just passionate about the business, and that's the great quality. Yeah, y'all. Listen, ain't no other teacher like me. Ain't no other teacher giving it up the way I give it up to y'all, and that's really want to see their students win. That's why I have so many students that's doing well that take my class because I don't play about them. Anybody that's serious about being successful, I make sure you go to the top. That's why you want to invest in the right mentor and be around the right energy because energy is contagious. If you hang around losers, you hang around low energy people, you're going to be right there with them. If you hang with winners, you sit with winners, it's only a matter of time for you to go to the top. That's why I tell y'all could watch me win or you could win with me. The choice is yours. But me and mine, we going to the top every single time. Every time you see me, I'm going to be more elevated, doing more leveled up, doing better than I was the day before. So that's why I need to join the community, become a student, and go to the top. Issa says, signed up yesterday, period. Make sure you join the community. So for everybody's in the chat that have invested in the replay or the bundle, make sure you guys join the FB group. It's called Independent Housing Committee. Let me show you what it looks like. You have to physically request it to be approved. So this is what it looks like. And you have to put the email you purchased with to be approved. So that's the only way to join. You have to put the email you purchased with. And then when I get off of here, I'm going to let everybody in. So yes, I'm in Atlanta. I got a nonprofit, ILF. I'm close to government contract. What you think? And I'm already in the community. You in the FB community? Or you what? What you mean? Nate, are you in the FB group? So yeah. So for everybody that's in the chat, if you've ever had desire to get started, start this. Don't start no group home. Don't start no personal care home. Don't start no assisted living. This is the new wave. This is what we doing now, y'all. Hey Fantasia, you don't need no license to start this up. You don't need no certification, and you don't need no 24-hour staff. We're only housing high functioning independent people, y'all. People that can do for themselves. We're not babysitting nobody. Y'all, I'm actually able to live my life. I go on vacation. I get on the plane when I want to, and I don't have to worry about my houses doing anything crazy. They run itself, and that's what I love. Tequila said, I'm purchasing a bundle Friday. I can't wait. All right, so for everybody that's in the chat that want to get started today and you want to invest and become a student, drop a one in the chat. If this is something you can see yourself doing, drop a one in the chat. Any restrictions or permits needed in Arkansas? Not to my knowledge. People are doing this in Arkansas with none of those things. None of those things. Pending clients, that's the hardest part. Pending clients. What does that mean, Marie? How does your payment program work? I'm going to show you. You have to do it at checkout. You got to do it at checkout. All right, we got some ones in the chat. So the best thing to invest in, y'all, is my bundle. My bundle is gonna give you the replay that's almost 3 hours long, and I walk you from A to Z how to start this in any city, in any state. And I teach you guys how to set it up, how to get the clients in your community, how to find landlords and property management companies. And I also teach you guys how to set it up where it runs itself and you can live your life. You don't have to be at your houses every single day. So that's what the replay is. It's going to cover everything that you guys asked me and more. And then once you invest in the replay, you'll have ongoing support through our FB community. So you'll get ongoing coaching and ongoing mentorship once you request our FB community. We have free virtual monthly meetups that you can come and get your questions answered, and you can have support along your journey. So it's not like you just purchasing something and you have no community, nowhere to ask questions. That community is going to be a big help, y'all. We meet sometimes twice a month. So we actually have a meeting coming up this Friday. Is about different business topics, but the next meetup is going to be February the 5th. So when you guys get your replays today, you will be able to get in before the next meetup to ask your questions. And we do it on Google Meet. So you can come on the platform and ask your questions, turn your camera on, turn it off, however you want to do it. But that's where you get the ongoing support. So do you have YouTube? Yes, I do. I'm streaming on it right now. It's Lane Lavish over there. So it's Lane Lavish on YT. So yes. Do you have students in Fort Lauderdale? I'm not sure of Fort Lauderdale, but I do have students in Florida. I have students in Orlando, Ocala, Port St. Lucie. Where else? I have students in other places of Florida. I don't know specifically if it's Fort Lauderdale, but we do have a lot of success stories up and running in Florida, y'all. That's a really great market. Really great market. So yes. I know, right? Too excited. Period. So for those that's in the chat, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discount my single replay. So if you just want to purchase the replay, I'm gonna discount the single replay. However, the best bang for your buck, y'all, is to get that bundle. The bundle is gonna come with the forms that I use. Because remember, I told y'all we don't use leases with these individuals. We give them program rules and agreements and different things like that. Why Payne said, I just joined, but I'm excited. Let's go. You just joined. Is this your first time seeing me live? Welcome to the chat. Welcome into the chat. Shout out to all my new people that's in the chat tonight on YouTube. Do you have students in Ohio? I believe I do. I believe so. Hold on. Let me discount all. I'm gonna discount all my replays. So for you guys that want to know how to house veterans, seniors, people coming home from prison, people that's disabled but can still live independently, my replay is going to cover that in the bundle as well. I would say, y'all, and for my students that have already got the replay, I'm going to discount my forms as well. Hold on. And I'm going to show y'all how to get it in a second. Nina said, hi, Lane. How are you? Can you approve me in the FB group? When did you request? Did you request today? Because I don't think we have anything pending. So just re-request and make sure you put the email you purchased with to be approved. And then make sure you have a profile picture up as well. In Atlanta, do we have to attend any classes? No, in the replay, I teach you, you don't need a class for this, y'all. In the replay, I teach you how to go get your own clients. I'm teaching you my method. I've been doing this since 2021, y'all. I teach you everything from A to Z. Everything from A to Z. You don't need to be certified to do this. You don't have to be zone. You don't have to be what else y'all call it? You don't have to be a nurse, a CNA. I'm none of those things. I'm just a baddie with a business mind and a heart to love to help people, and I found a way to get paid for it. So now I teach you guys how you can set these up in your cities and your states and get paid for it with no license, no zoning, no certification, none of that. Just a heart to want to help and a business mind. And yeah, y'all, we are getting paid for this. This is not charity work. There's nothing wrong with getting paid to help people. This is not a nonprofit. You don't have to be a nonprofit for this. I'm a for-profit. I get all my money. So yes, I teach you guys how to create income and impact. So the best of both worlds. That's the mission on this channel. So I teach you guys how to create impactful businesses and how to become financially free. And that should be a mission for everybody. There's no greater feeling than to know that you're getting paid for your purpose. And I love it here. I love it here. I wake up every day. I get to do what I want. I live a life of freedom. If I don't want to go to my houses, I don't have to because they run itself. I could check on them on the cameras. That's what I want for y'all. I want for y'all to have options in life. I want for y'all that if you don't want to have to clock into that 9 to 5, you don't have to. That's what I like. If you want to work your 9 to 5, then you can still work your 9 to 5. I'm not telling you to quit your job, but I want you to have options. Options are nice. And you don't want to put too much power on what if that job lets you go? How are you going to get your money? You're going to have to wait for another job to hire you. Why not have a business that can be making you money that you don't have to slave over? There's nothing wrong with having options, y'all. And if you really want to become financially free, you're going to have to start a business. A 9 to 5 doesn't make anybody rich. And that's just the reality of it. Having a 9 to 5 is not going to make you rich. Owning a business will. Being a business owner will, though. That's why I come on here and I teach you guys how to become impactful CEOs and create a business that can pay you to help other people. There's no greater feeling than that. So for everybody that's in the chat, Ria said, good evening, beautiful. I'm not trying to get blocked, but I purchased your bundle a couple weeks ago. I was a little confused, so documents not come with the bundle. It should, Riet. Inbox me your email and then I can resend it. But everything comes together. You have to open it up and download. So just inbox me your email and I can resend it to you. Mark said, hey, great to see you. Hello, welcome in. Good evening. I'm new here. Do you have to have an LLC? No, not right away. You don't. You don't. You don't have to have an LLC. That's why when y'all invest in my replay, I tell you all these things. Invest in the knowledge, invest in a good mentor, and be ready to put in the work. So yes, so for everybody that's in the chat, let me show you guys how to get the bundle for those that's serious and that really want to take action and that want to create an impactful business and become financially free through housing others. Let me show you guys. Hold on. So I'm gonna start with YT, then I'm gonna come to y'all. So for YT, if you click on the drop down on this video, it should pull up as my stand store. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you. And for everybody that's investing in themselves, make sure you guys go sign up for the FB community. So when you go to my channel, y'all, and you click where it says LINK right here, this is the one that you want to click on to get the bundle. The bundle right here, my STANSTORE, that's what you want to click on. And when you click on it, it's the second one. This is going to walk you from A to Z. And when you invest in the replay, y'all, it's yours for life. It never expires. It's almost 3 hours long. You can go on your own pace. You can stop it, you can pause it, you can come back to it. Nobody's going to take it away from you unless you delete it out your email. And even if you delete it out your email, you can send me an email and I'll send it right back to you. But that's the beauty of getting the bundle, because you'll get the replay and you'll get the documents as well. So that's why I always tell y'all to get the bundle, because you get the most bang for your buck. Right now, if you already purchased the replay and you want to get the forms are on sale. Everything is on sale in my storefront. So if you want to buy them separately, you definitely can. But when I get off of this live, the price is going to go right back up. Hold on, y'all. The price is going to go right back up when I get off of this live. So that's why I tell y'all the best thing to invest in is that bundle, is the bundle. And then let me show TikTok. Let me show TikTok. And then I'm going to show y'all how to find a community once you get the bundle so you can get your ongoing support. Now for my TikTok community, this is what you're going to do. You're going to click on my profile right up here in my picture. And when you click on my picture, you're going to click where it says STAN. Hold on. You're going to click right here. Why is it doing that? So right underneath my email, you're going to click right here, y'all. So when you click that, it's going to bring you to my storefront. You're going to get either the bundle or the replay itself. Now, let me show you guys how to do the payment plan. So if you want to break it down and do the installments, let me show y'all. So you're just going to click it right here. And I would tell y'all to utilize that payment plan. So you're going to click it like that, scroll all the way down. And when you get to checkout, you see this button right here with the K. We have Klarna and Afterpay. So there should be two options. So you should be able to check either Klarna or Afterpay. And that's what's going to break the payments down for you, so you don't have to pay everything at once. So it might be $40 today, $30. I don't know how much they break it down, but that's how you do the payment plan. And then for FB, let me show you guys how to go on my profile and get it, because I don't know if the link is working in this chat. But what you're going to do is, let me see if it's working in my chat. I don't know if it's working, but if it's not working in my chat, what you're going to do, you're going to go to my profile. When you go to my profile, you're going to click right here. You're going to click right here. And that's what's going to bring up my storefront. And then let me show you. And when you bring up the storefront, this is where you go to get your bundle. This is where you're going to go to get your bundle. So yes, that's how you do it. So now for everybody that's taking action tonight, everybody that's becoming a student and taking action, let me show you guys how to join the FB community, where you get ongoing support. You can get your questions answered and you'll have access to me inside the community. Listen, y'all, my inbox is not where you ask 1,001 questions. I don't answer questions in my inbox like that. I'm not being funny, but I'm very busy. So the best way to get my attention is to become a student. So if you want to have access to me, you either have to become a student or book a call. There's really no in between. Become a student, book a call, or book my VIP coaching. Other than that, I'm not really easily accessible, y'all. I'm really not. I'm so busy. I'm building so many business. I'm building something so big this year, y'all. I really don't have time for games and nonsense. So you have to pay to play. My energy is very exclusive and it's very expensive. So the best way to access me is to become a student inside my community. And then we have those free monthly events where you guys can get your questions answered, and I pour back into y'all and make sure you have the tools you need to succeed. Now, let me show you how to get into the FB community once you have gotten your replay. And for those that got your replay, got it in the chat when you get it. So you're going to go to FB and you're going to type this in. Independent housing community. This is a group, and this is not a free group, y'all. You have to become a student to join this community. This is not free. So you have to invest and become a student to have access to our community. And then you have to put the email you purchased with to be approved. And once you put your email in, when I get off of here, I'm going to let everybody in. But inside this group, we have over 2.5K members, and we got students from all over the US, y'all. We got people in Cali, Florida, Arizona. We got students everywhere that's up and running and doing their biggest one. And that took the replay, just like you, just regular everyday people who bet on themselves, invest in themselves, put the work in, and now they got 2, 3 homes up and running. That's what the difference is. Everybody that's on here teaching, they not having success the way my students is having success in my community. So that's why you want to invest in the right mentor that could take you to the top. Everybody not going to be able to take you to the top. So the cheaper route, y'all, is not always the best route. Invest in a mentor that you trust, that you like, and that you know is proven, that's doing the business, and that can take you to the top. And I'm the best candidate for you. And that's just that on that. So for all my action takers in the chat tonight, make sure you guys go join the FB community, because that's where the real magic happens. That's where I really get to be authentic and really answer questions freely for y'all. Because honestly, on these platforms, I really censor myself. I can't answer questions to the best of my ability because this is the internet. People are weird. People screen record. So there are certain things I reserve strictly for my community. That's why when you become a student, you get them perks. Like when y'all be asking me about eviction and different that, I go all in detail for my students. And if you are a student, and let's say you even had a situation where something like that came about, I coach you inside the community how to go through that. So I'm not going to sit here online and tell you, oh, this is how you're going to do this. No, you got to invest for that. You got to pay for that. Nobody's going to give you that for free. Ikata said, I bought the replay in the docs, but couldn't join the FB. So Ikata, is probably because you don't have a profile picture. You have to have a profile picture to get approved. And the picture does not have to be of you. It can be of a dog, a flower. So just change your profile picture to anything. We don't allow people to come into the community without a profile picture. So just make sure you update your profile picture to anything and then re-request with your email, and then you'll definitely be approved. But that's probably what it was. It's probably because you didn't have your profile picture on there. So yeah, y'all. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I hope you guys were inspired. You know, my mission is to always leave y'all better than how I found y'all. Light a fire under y'all. Encourage you to go after your dreams. Never give up. And go get the life that you want, because it's possible for you. I'm living the life of my dreams because I went out there and I built it. And I did that. So that's why I get on here and let y'all know what's possible for y'all. However, the vehicle for me was independent housing. So that's why I come on here and I teach you guys independent housing, because this is the business that has changed my life. It has given me freedom. It has given me options. I'm walking my dog and soaking up this knowledge, period. So yeah, this business has given me so much freedom, so much fulfillment, y'all. Some days when I be home and I just be in my room, just sitting thinking, I get emotional sometimes. Like, wow, this all started with a thought. I remember I said, I want to open up a housing program for guys coming home from prison. I did it. I'm really living my dream life. I'm financially free. I don't have to ask nobody for no money. Like, ladies, you shouldn't have to depend on no man for money. Go out there and build something you can be proud of. And that's why it's my mission to teach you how to give your own self the soft life. Your business could fund your lifestyle. So now you got options. If you don't want to tolerate certain behavior, you don't have to. And that's what it's about. We creating a life for ourselves. We not waiting for nobody to give us this life. So that's what it's about, y'all. How do you apply to become a student? So if you want to become a student, you have to invest in my bundle, which is linked directly under this video. And then once you purchase your bundle, join my FB community, and then that's how you become a student. And make sure you watch your replay. So for everybody that's invested in the replay tonight, make sure you guys watch the replay all the way through. Don't join the community and you ain't watched it. When I tell y'all everything that you need to know from A to Z is in there, but you have to watch it and you have to apply it. So yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Go follow my other platforms. I'm Lane Lavish on all the other platforms. My YT channel is Lane Lavish. All of my live streams will be posted on my YT for those that want to go back and binge watch my content. It's all here, y'all. And we are growing this platform. We're at over 17,000 subscribers. So shout out to my YouTube family for finding me. The content is only going to get better and better. So just let me know in the comments what type of videos you guys want me to talk about, and then I'll make some content around that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.